Kenzie goes behind the setter and puts it right up the middle.
If they're not going to block Kenzie, it might be a long match here.
Listen, I'm here for it. We want some solid interaction. We got Shade flowing over to the center court area, grab a spot in the bleachers, get some food at most of the vendors, and come on and watch. Kenzie over on one, Sydney Stewart. Great pass indoors. Not as much when Rigo's not there.
Easier at Towson when there's 5 other people who might get that, but when you got just one partner, you gotta hope they're in the right area.
Rigo's good enough that I count her as 3 players, but not quite 5. Chloe with the serve. Over. Just slapping at the ball over there.
Slap dig to slap set. We're missing one slap from really a special play there.
Find me later, Rob. The sisters have extended their lead. Rigo with the prayer pass and blocked for the point. Chloe getting in rhythm from the service line. Has to take 2 total steps to get to the net. Great gymnastics pass. This sport is a lot more fun for Kenzie when she just stands there and does nothing for a couple plays in a row.
I was going to say, I want to be Chloe's partner. It seems like all you have to do is stand on the court and watch her do everything else.
It is nice that way. I've had partners like that.
Can you name one?
Landon Shorts. Greatest partner I've ever had. He did everything.
I'm not sure he feels the same way, Luke.
He liked it.
Quick timeout. Make sure you're hydrating throughout the park as well. We've got vendors serving food, drink, and everything in between. So keep yourself fueled up all day long. And if you're feeling some negative fuel, Ideal Brew is after it.
I love it. Jason is over there serving up beers and all the brews.
Maybe something else, Jason?
Jason, are you over there? Is there Orange Crushes?
I heard yes.
No. Boo.
I think Lauren has left the park.
Boycott. There's a solid ball going on, but we got some intel.
I think a side out happened.
A side out, nice. There will be Orange Crushes in the park tomorrow, but at a limited capacity, and I and Lauren Hess will be drinking a majority of them, so good luck. But there are vodka waters and other vodka drinks over there with the Ideal Brew partnership, so go check those out. They're less sugary, better for this hot day.
Speaking of Ideal, Sydney Stewart found an ace for the side switch. Bumped over on second contact, out of the reach of Rigo, too far from Stewart.
Yeah, Chloe's not that good at hitting. I wouldn't set her.
Kenzie just wanted a chance to contribute.
Rigo with the short cross shot. So pretty. Not her.
Nice bump set from Stewart there.
Either way, Rigo's back to serve.
Serve goes deep from Rigo. And now it sends Chloe back to serve and block and win all the points.
Deep float, and she sends it a bit deep off our radar display thingy.
I think radar implies display, Luke. Short poke, too short.
The radar read that one at 8 miles an hour, which is the softest thing that hasn't made it over the net.
Serve goes just deep. So that'll be a free side out. Kenzie back to serve.
Rigo off the net, dug by Kenzie, and Rigo puts it down with authority.
Good read from Rigo there, seeing the tight dig after her swing, hustles to the net, able to take care of an option ball that might have scored otherwise.
Chloe saves that somehow. Kenzie puts it in. Rigo, tight ball. Got confused, set the other girl in the red shirt. Happens to all of us.
If it was uniforms, it would have gotten it right, red to red, but it's like indoor. Want to get that sent to the person in the opposite color jersey.
Yeah, that doesn't work out when Chloe's reach is like 11-3. This is incredible play going on right now. And anticlimactic.
Everything before we were able to talk was awesome.
But instead we get a side out. Kenzie with a short floaty. With the point there and the ace.
That doubles it up. 8 serving to 4.
Now a deep float serve. And tags that line.
When Rigo said high line, she meant it. She didn't want it down the line. She wanted it on the line. And these are some beautiful, thick lines we've got here on center court this year.
Thank you, AVP, for setting this up nicely, John King, wherever you're napping. And that one was not near the line. It was completely in for an ace. 5-8.
And not a misparked car to interrupt. Good job, Melissa Rigo.
But just park better, guys. And show up on time. And that one is another one. Right up the seam from Rigo, 6-8. Gaining some momentum here.
One away from the side switch. Sure, they would love to make it with just a 1-point deficit rather than a 3-point.
Solid and astute math. And that is a perfect strikeout. 3 untouched pitches there.
She's looking like Candy from Texas Tech. You watching in the College World Series, Luke?
Is that the guy that hit the guy and ruined his perfect game, and then they blew it with like 5 errors in the bottom of the 9th against LSU?
No, but I like your story too.
I was just wondering. Rigo.
4 straight aces. The first 3 in the seam, and then that one off the shoulder. Sydney Stewart is just hanging out.
Ever since she yelled at us, she's lit a fire under her.
Knotted up, 8 apiece.
Pass from Rigo in the middle, and I would not pull on her.
Seems like a bold choice.
Sydney follows up her partner with the same serve.
I'd want to serve like Melissa Rigo too, just the 4 aces that preceded the miss.
She
5.
must have missed that. Kenzie switching it up, serving from the other side. Rigo passes it up and tees one up, cross court.
Three in a row. Men's pro action starting early.
We love missed serves. And another one.
Thrilling action. They must be inspired by Ian Cap serving, seeing him each time they line it up back there. Ace or error, that's all it is.
Sydney Stewart passes off the block, slows it down for Kenzie. Tight set, no blocker, and Rigo's just running at the net like no idea what's going on.
No blocker, late blocker, they're kind of synonyms there.
Synonyms sounds like cinnamon, and there's probably some kind of sweet treat over there with cinnamon in it.
For me, Annie Ann's pretzel.
Ooh, I think that sounds like a good choice. There's like a coffee with cinnamon in it, I think. I don't know.
Jumbo option kept alive. Kenzie southpaw swing. Stewart dig. She now goes at it in transition. Wrist away. Dug out by Chloe. Nobody home and detonated.
At 11 miles per hour, I think that missed the radar. Tags the line for an ace and an 11-8 lead, but we are going to 15, so don't you worry.
It's been a game of runs here on center, Luke. When a team picks up one, they tend to snowball it into 2 or 3 points in a row. They're going to try to grab this side switch, extend their lead back to 4 for the first time since it was 8-4.
That's a big point here, Rob.
They're all big at Pottstown, Luke.
Except for the ones where people miss serves. Sees the block, goes through it.
Rigo asking if it's her turn to miss a serve.
Bad, Rob, bad. She takes that one personal. Gets him almost out of system, but a great recovery set. And then Rigo's been watching a bunch of tennis lately.
She knows that it's a point, but not that it's a side switch.
Isn't there like a tennis tournament up by you? The U.S. Open. She's been training. Who's really good at tennis? Coco Gauff.
Coco Gauff.
Yeah.
Great new signature shoe from New Balance as well, the Gauff 2s.
We are getting old enough that we need some New Balances to grill. Tight set and no blocker home for the side out. 11-9. We got a close one here. Side out scoring. First match here.
Serve goes deep.
No block. 42 mile per hour spike. Really heating up. Who which team had the 49?
Rachel Aird. She was flushing balls on center court.
That's your bit. Oh, you know her. Oh, you're the Adirondacks. Nice. And there we go. For a side out. Here comes the Avalanche.
What a dig from Stewart in the seam. High line, overhead dig from Chloe. She approaches, fires off Rigo's chicken wing. Hard-earned side out there.
That's some sick volleyball.
Chloe back at the service line. Finds Rigo. Tight pass, tight set, poked over.
Over the block.
Over the defender.
Over everyone. But inbounds.
That's the key. Ian Cap is going to limp over to men's AAA triples action. Looking stiff as a board, light as a feather. Oh, what a dig!
Spin dig. Perfect set in the middle. Standing down ball. Out of bounds.
I just heard Rigo say, hey, can you dig it higher next time? I'm going to hand set it.
We have not called a double yet, but I'm ready for it. She can't even not pass that one.
That's those libero jeans. She's trying to catch it, still up off the foot.
Up, pass it off the foot. Doesn't matter.
Probably was a 2, though.
Which is the same as the deficit right here. Kenzie, no blocker. Rigo decides to just swat at it.
Slingshot dig failed, but I like the idea.
I think if it didn't hit the net, it was going under the beer tent.
Had a lot of pace on it. Counter spikes are actually the fastest balls on center court, Luke.
It would be good. I'm going to see that, test that theory. To Rigo they go. Rigo with no blocker and uses every inch of the court.
It's that indoor prowess. Use all the space you can.
9-11. Going to 15 here. Rigo blocks that one for the point.
And now we're all in double digits, 10-11.
Good math there, Rob.
I know my singles and doubles.
You are the softest hands. Deep serve. Chloe backs up, takes it, and rolls it in for the kill.
Kenzie's been catching tape on her last few serves. Let's see if she tries to attack a bit deeper here.
And she does, and it works.
That's why Misericordia pays me the big bucks. That's an ace, 12-10.
Oh, man. A shorty now. Over on 2, no one's home.
Really nice patience from Rigo there. She looked like she was going to option if the pass was tight. Recollects her feet on a backward step close and still is able to execute into a nice deep corner.
That was so technical, Rob. I just saw her spike the ball. And that one's out of boundaries for a point.
Double dig defense finally works out when she misses her shot wide. Great bump set. And out towards the bracket. See if we have a young fan who can toss that ball back in for us. Don't spill your lemonade. Great toss there, buddy. Rigo option again with the late block arriving from the service line. Good pass from Stewart to allow it.
So strong. Whoa, whoa, no guns in the park. I don't know, actually. It's Pottstown.
But there are snakes allowed because that guy brings them.
Chloe passes that one up. And tight and wrist away. Cross court.
I think Kenzie yelled one up, but I'm not sure Chloe knew there was a block there. Just deep.
Just a little bit. Eric Hopton just shot a 23 over. Coming back in.
Speaking of 23, that's our 23rd missed serve here on center court.
And 21 are from Rigo.
6 aces, 21. I'll take that ratio.
Another option ball, just a bit too wide. (13-11). Kleespies in control. Going to 15. And Rigo. Kenzie sitting there for it and puts it away after the dig. Possible game point here. And then we have an exciting match.
A first of its kind, I believe, on center court.
So stay tuned for this action next. It's not you, Rigo. And Rigo buries that one.
Not sure if she snuck it outside the block or underneath it, but it's a side out. All the same, she's saying wrist away. I'm thinking maybe under the block.
I think it was a great kill, Rigo. Oh, Sydney Stewart almost gets there with the ice cream cone dig.
I don't think they let you eat ice cream if you're a Division I volleyball player, Luke. I think that's banned until you graduate.
Yeah, several of us can't eat it. Me, her, Chloe. Stewart inside and decides to keep swinging cross even though there's no more cross.
That's the game. Chloe and Kenzie take it 15-11. Let's hear it for this women's pro action on center court, but do not go anywhere. We have a first of its kind final coming to center court in just a few moments. Some legends of the game. Children.
So be nice. In this next match, it is 12U Gender Blind Finals. They are coming over. We are going to see some incredible action here.